Hi guys, I'm gonna do a talking video. Basically, I'm gonna do like a 2014 how it was and everything that went on, because there was a lot of stuff that went on this year, and honestly, now I'm at the point where I feel I can actually talk about it in depth, sort of. So bear with me. I may be emotional during this, so I'm just warning you now. If you don't like to see that kind of stuff, then exit out now. See ya, don't need it. Anyway, let's rewind back, shall we, to actually this time last year. This time last year was a hell of a time. Well, how do I exactly go about this? Because it's really hard to talk about, but honestly, it's good for me, so I guess I should get it out while I have the chance. I was diagnosed with depression and severe anxiety. It's not social anxiety, it is social anxiety, but when I get stressed out or nervous or something, I scratch. That was before I started scratching. I would just break down in tears. I would have no idea why. I'd start crying. I got stressed out, and that was the only way I could get it out, instead of just opening up and talking about it and what was wrong, which of course I thought it was just easier to do, but it turns out it was one of the hardest things I think I've ever done. And honestly, I feel so much better now. I still have once in a while where I start freaking out over something so small that it's out of my control, and I would love to be able to just control the situation completely, but I can't, unfortunately. So it's holy shit, what's going on? Why is this happening right now? And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that's been on my mind, and it's been really hard to actually explain it to anybody and tell them what's going on. Because I have a hard time opening up in the first place, so honestly, this is just my way of opening up and letting you guys know, letting you guys in, and letting you see what I'm really like. Sorry, this is actually a lot easier than I expected it to be, though, to open up about. So I'm quite happy about this situation. So anyway, on to some of the positive things that have happened this year. I started back up competitive dancing again. Yeah, shout out to my fam at Pure Energy Performance Inc. I love you guys more than you know. And honestly, I don't know what would have happened if I had not come back to that, because God help me, it was honestly ever since I stopped 3 years ago, I was no, I can't do this. I don't like sitting around watching competitions anymore. I'm bored. I want to be up there again. Mom's well, my mom had actually made me a deal. Because earlier in the summer, earlier last year, I was having problems with my hips again. And I went to see my doctor about it. My surgeon who did my surgery a couple years ago. I was 13 when I had it, 12-ish, whatever. And he said, well, if it doesn't go away down the road, if that starts happening again, we may have to explore the option of surgery. And I'm I don't want that. He's well, you know what you can do for yourself if you don't want to. I'm what do you mean? He's well, your mom says you want to start back up dance. I'm yeah, there's possibility of that, but I don't know. He's honestly, physical activity is one of the best things you can do for it, and if you get sore, you know what to do. So he was part of the motivation of it all. When I had that appointment in August, I was oh my gosh, please let it happen, and it did. So I Just honestly, I don't know what I would do without them. I love dance. It's been my life since I was like 2. I started when I was like really little. Like I was 2.5 when I first started. So, yeah. And this talking video has gone on for 5 minutes so far, so that's good. So if I can keep it under 15, 20, I'll be okay with that. Sorry, guys. And honestly, 2014 was a hell of a year, and I'm glad it's over. Like, don't get me wrong, it's just, I'm thankful it's changed me for the good. It's changed me for the good, and I feel like a better person now that I've actually, like, I feel like I'm better now than I was about a year ago, because I was in a really dark place, and it was not okay. I didn't like it. Honestly, it scared the hell out of me more than anything in this entire world. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you understand, and I love you all. Oh, and shout out to my family, because you guys are fantastic, and you watch all my videos, and I love you. Mwah! Bye, guys.